Right now on Good Morning America First Look, breaking news, a mass shooting at a campground in Oklahoma. We hear from a witness.
The shocking scene as a passenger jet flying too low clips a light pole, causing it to crash onto a truck near a busy airport.
Gas prices soaring. Now President Trump announces a new plan to help cargo ships get through the Strait of Hormuz.
A developing story concerning a cruise ship in the Atlantic. 3 passenger deaths reported from a rare virus.
A miracle baby is born twice thanks to a groundbreaking surgery. His proud mom explains the procedure.
The first female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby speaks to us about her newfound fame.
Boycotting over a billionaire. Why some celebrities are skipping fashion's biggest night. Tonight's Met Gala.
And Spirit Airlines may have shut down, but a rival airline stepped up to make sure this retiring pilot's last day was one he'll never forget.
From ABC News, this is Good Morning America First Look.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Sophie Flay.
And I'm Hannah Batal. We begin with breaking news. A mass shooting at a campground in Oklahoma.
We're told at least 10 victims have been rushed to the hospital. Police north of Oklahoma City say multiple people are injured after a mass shooting at a lakeside party.
Make sure they understand we got like 15 gunshot victims.
Witnesses say around 9 p.m., a group of young adults were gathered at a pavilion near Lake Arcadia in Edmond.
We received multiple calls on shootings, shots fired, multiple shots.
Jason Hearn heard the gunfire.
I would guesstimate probably 200 to 300 rounds were shot up, is what it seemed like.
He says he ran to the pavilion to get help.
I could see people with leg wounds. There was one young lady that had a head wound but was still breathing.
At least 10 victims were rushed to hospitals and ambulances, with more people driving themselves. Witnesses say a fight broke out at a party before the shooting.
These kids came out to have probably a good time, and for this to break out, I know that wasn't what they expected, and it's just tragic.
Police overnight had no suspects in custody.
The other big story this morning, a rare incident involving a passenger jet landing outside New York. A truck driver was caught in the middle of it. It was just after 2 o'clock. The driver of this bakery truck singing while driving down the New Jersey Turnpike when something catches his eye at the passenger window. A United flight about to land at nearby Newark Airport was coming in low and hit a light pole. The pole then crashing into his truck. He was injured from the shattered glass, but is okay. The plane was also damaged before taxiing to the gate.
Yeah, they felt something over the threshold, and there's a hole in the side of the airplane.
This aircraft was literally inches from disaster. The NTSB will look at various things, but one of the things they'll look at is the crew performance. But really what they're going to look at is why that aircraft was not stabilized on its approach and why somebody in that cockpit did not say, go around, this is dangerous.
Holy oh my goodness.
Video from the ground shows the plane moments later, people in their cars shocked at what they saw.
Did you see all that wind? Oh my goodness.
United says its maintenance team is now evaluating the plane, saying we will conduct a rigorous flight safety investigation into the incident, and our crew has been removed from service as part of the process. One day earlier, an incident involving another United flight at Newark.
Ground United 1837, what's declared emergency? It seems like someone just attacked one of our flight attendants.
A man allegedly attacking a crew member and then trying to access the cockpit.
Gentleman just attacked one of the flight attendants and trying to open the forward main cabin door.
Oh my God.
He was removed by police and taken for a psychiatric evaluation. The crew member refused medical treatment.
After its immediate shutdown over the weekend, Spirit Airlines says most passengers have now received airfare refunds. Travel experts are warning Spirit's failure could mean even higher prices going forward. Right now, the average price of airfare is up 14% from last year. Now to the war in Iran and gas prices topping $5 per gallon in several states. There's a new plan today to help oil tankers safely exit the Strait of Hormuz. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
Overnight, new reports of a tanker hit by projectiles near the Strait of Hormuz, hours after another vessel was reportedly attacked by small boats. The incident's coming as President Trump announces Project Freedom, a U.S. military plan starting today that will offer what's being described as a defensive umbrella to help cargo ships pass safely through the strait.
A defensive shield would essentially provide cover, air cover, some kind of ballistic missile defense for any ships transiting through or out of the Strait of Hormuz without actually the U.S. providing any escort ships like destroyers.
Ships have been stuck, unwilling to move because of safety concerns, but also because insurance companies have refused to insure them. Operation Project Freedom could change that.
It's possible that this is exactly what will soothe the concerns from those insurance companies, but the real concern for them is just these mines. They're not sure where these mines may be.
Peace talks are at a deadlock. Iran submitting a new proposal reportedly calling for the U.S. to lift the naval blockade and sanctions, but making no mention of ending its nuclear program. President Trump calling it unacceptable. Here at home,
I used to fill up twice a month. Now I try to drive a little less. It's kind of a pain.
Gas prices have soared 35 cents in the last week. The national average now $4.45 a gallon. Drivers on the West Coast are already paying well over $5. States like Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio are approaching that mark. Now, experts are warning of a second wave of war-related inflation, which could see groceries, medicine, beauty products, and clothes get even more expensive, not just because of transportation costs, but because of the higher cost of packaging and materials derived from petroleum, like polyester and nylon for clothes. One expert warns the spike in gas prices could be just an opening act. Oil prices were down slightly overnight after President Trump announced Project Freedom. Now, the markets will be watching to see if the operation succeeds. Hannah, Sophie.
Final thanks. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is reportedly heading to the Vatican to meet with Pope Leo this week. They're expected to discuss the war with Iran and the situation in Cuba. It comes after President Trump's public feud with the Pope. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani has been hospitalized in Florida. A spokesman for the 81-year-old said Giuliani was in critical but stable condition. No word yet why he was hospitalized. President Trump last night calling Giuliani, who once served as his personal lawyer, a true warrior. A developing story concerning a cruise ship in the Atlantic. 3 passenger deaths are now reported from a rare infection.
This morning, global health officials responding to a suspected outbreak of the rare and deadly hantavirus infection on a cruise ship in the Atlantic. The Dutch ship Hondius, with about 150 tourists on board, is now sitting off Africa's west coast. 3 passengers, including an elderly couple, have died. Another passenger is in intensive care. Authorities not allowing anyone else off the ship. Oceanwide Expeditions, which operates the vessel, says it's working with authorities, establishing the full facts and working on appropriate medical care, screening, and next steps. People typically get sick with hantavirus after contact with rats or mice.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
It gained attention after the late actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy were found dead in New Mexico last year. It was determined she had died from hantavirus.
Hantavirus is not typically infected person to person, and hantavirus is typically transmitted when an individual disrupts, like, let's say, nesting material or tries to clean up rodent feces or urine or saliva, and that they start inhaling all those particles that's infected with hantavirus. And sometimes you can also get scratches and bites from the rodents as well.
There is no specific treatment or cure, but early medication intervention can increase the chance of survival.
No word if any Americans are on that ship. Fire crews are battling a raging wildfire west of Phoenix. About 1,000 acres have burned. Meanwhile, in Southern California, a rare ash devil formed at the site of another wildfire. Ash devils form when heat causes air to rise, pulling ash into a rotating column. On the other side of the country, experts say that a fire that destroyed the science lab at the University of South Florida over the weekend was likely caused by a lightning strike. Now, let's check your Monday forecast.
Good Monday morning. We have a temperature roller coaster ride across much of the country coming up during the next several days. Check out a place like Denver getting up into the 70s during the day today, but dropping back into the lower 40s by tomorrow into Wednesday. Chicago getting up to 80 today. Nashville getting up to 82. Chicago drops into the 50s as we head toward the middle part of the week. New York City, and meanwhile, gets up to about the low 80s on Tuesday before dropping back on Wednesday. Raleigh just keeps warming up right through midweek. So very changeable springtime weather. Meteorologist Jeff Smith, ABC News.
Coming up, Britney Spears' court date today. But first, what we've learned about the man who crashed a car full of explosives into this health club. And a miracle baby who was born twice thanks to a rare and groundbreaking surgery.
We're back with a rented SUV being driven into this athletic club in Portland, Oregon. The man behind the wheel was reportedly a disgruntled former employee who died after setting off explosive devices. Police used bomb squad robots to clear the scene. The driver's motive is under investigation.
The search continues for 2 American service members missing in Morocco. The soldiers taking part in military exercises were on a hike when officials believe they fell off a cliff into the ocean. Officials say there's no indication of foul play.
Now to the baby being called a miracle, born twice thanks to a doctor's decision to try a groundbreaking surgery. The family of 8-month-old Cassian has 2 times the reason to be grateful. Thanks to a groundbreaking surgery that allowed him to be born not once, but twice.
Not a lot of women get to have a C-section, but they're still pregnant after.
At 19 weeks pregnant, Kashira and Greg Joubert got devastating news that their second child had a rare condition called congenital high airway obstruction syndrome, which causes fluid to become trapped in the baby's lungs.
We had about, I'd say, conservative to say 20 to 25% chance of positive outlook before our first surgery.
A doctor at Orlando's Winnie Palmer Hospital opted to try an extraordinary alternative. At 25 weeks, he partially delivered Cassian via C-section, his head and neck outside of the womb, but still connected to the placenta as the medical team worked to create an airway. Then they placed him back in the uterus, and Mom stayed in the hospital until delivery.
I got to see what my little baby boy looked like. I got to see all of his little features.
At 31 weeks, Kashira's water broke and Cassian came back into the world.
Congratulations, Cassie. What greater triumph was it than that we could finally take our baby home?
Later on Good Morning America, we'll hear from the doctor who performed that surgery and is going to be presenting the results to an international audience soon.
Truly just incredible. Coming up, the social media trend prompting teenagers to ransack churches.
Also ahead, why some celebrities are boycotting fashion's biggest night, tonight's Met Gala.
Back now with the crash at Formula One's Miami Grand Prix. Driver Pierre Gasly's car flipping over, crashing into a barrier. He was okay, but had to exit the race. Cami Antonelli was the winner. And in the NBA playoffs, Max Strus of the Cavaliers seemed to headbutt an opponent last night. A flagrant foul was called, but critics say he should have been ejected. The Cavs beat the Raptors to win their series. The Pistons also put away the Magic.
Police are looking for a mob of teens who vandalized the Church of Scientology in Times Square, believed to be part of a social media trend. Witnesses say about 50 teens raced through the church, breaking chairs and tables and injuring a security guard. The trend is called speed running. A similar incident in Los Angeles targeted a church on Hollywood Boulevard.
We turn now to fashion's biggest night. Some celebrities are boycotting tonight's Met Gala, a boycott over a billionaire.
We're just hours away from the biggest fashion event of the year, the Met Gala. But the night, not without controversy. Posters reading, "Boycott the Bezos Met Gala," appearing near the museum, referring to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, who's said to have spent millions sponsoring the event. Some celebrities reportedly not attending amid criticism over Amazon's business practices and government contracts, including work with immigration enforcement. Others argue the event feels increasingly tone-deaf at a time of growing economic inequality. Tickets to the gala cost $100,000 and help raise money for the museum's Costume Institute. New York's mayor typically attends, but Mayor Mamdani turning down the invite, saying he appreciates the Met, but his focus is on affordability and making the most expensive city in the United States affordable. Nevertheless, the red carpet will be a who's who of celebrity and style. This year's dress code, fashion is art.
I think it's exciting because it's such a broad theme. It's whatever piece of art or imagery or culture speaks to someone qualifies as being on theme.
The gala is being co-chaired by Beyoncé, Nicole Kidman, and Venus Williams, alongside Vogue's former editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour. She famously helped inspire the character Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada.
Hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner. That's all.
The sequel has already grossed more than $230 million at the global box office during its debut weekend. The movie became a cultural reference point when it premiered back in 2006 with quotable lines and iconic performances. Now, many fans are excited to revisit that nostalgia.
As for the gala, Bezos has not commented on the protest.
Britney Spears has a court date in Southern California today, but she is not expected to attend. She's facing a misdemeanor driving under the influence charge, so she is not required to be there. If she accepts a plea deal, she'll get a year of probation.
Coming up, a new record for the Savannah Bananas.
Plus, the first female trainer to win the Kentucky Derby speaks to us about her newfound fame. Time to check the pulse. We begin with the Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Tempo, and his history-making trainer.
Yeah, Cherie DeVoe was cheering like crazy as Golden Tempo went from last place to first place in a spellbinding first leg of the Triple Crown. She's the first female horse trainer to win the Derby. She credits her husband for encouraging her to get into the male-dominated sport.
He said, you should really train on your own. You're very talented and you have what it takes to make it. I just really couldn't imagine that I actually won the Kentucky Derby as a trainer, much less the first female thoroughbred trainer to win the Kentucky Derby.
She says she's glad to represent women, saying they can do anything they set their minds to. As for Golden Tempo, she's waiting to see how he recovers from the Derby before entering him in the Preakness. Next, a new record for the Savannah Bananas.
This is wild. They played in front of more than 100,000 fans in Texas this weekend. They ended up losing to the Texas tailgaters, but the massive crowd is proof that the Bananas have real appeal.
Yeah, speaking of huge crowds, Shakira performed a free concert on Brazil's famous Copacabana beach for an estimated 2 million people, the largest audience of her career. She called it magical. Earlier, we told you Spirit Airlines shut down over the weekend.
Yeah, then a Spirit pilot who was supposed to be making the final flight of his career ended up as a passenger on a Southwest flight instead. But when the crew there found out about all of this, they threw him the retirement party he deserves.
Very overwhelming. I can't thank you all enough. It's, with Spirit closing down, this is kind of a sad day, and you guys made it incredible. So thank you so much.
Oh, he got lots of cheers, champagne, even a water cannon salute as the plane landed in Baltimore.
So cool that they did that.
Yes, and finally, the weirdest flight delay ever.
A humanoid robot named Bebop caused the delay of a Southwest flight in Oakland. Turns out his battery exceeded the maximum size allowed on a plane. Bebop was traveling for work. Headlines next. Checking more top stories, at least 12 people have been injured after a mass shooting at a campground north of Oklahoma City. Witnesses say the gunfire erupted after a fight among young adults gathered for a party.
Beginning today, President Trump is promising the U.S. will safely guide stranded ships through the Strait of Hormuz. He calls it a humanitarian gesture for those not involved in the war in Iran. Comes after gas prices rose 35 cents in the last week.
The president of Cornell University is accused of backing his car into students after a debate on the war in Gaza. One student claims Michael Kotlikoff ran over his foot, but Kotlikoff claims he was the victim, saying the students surrounded his car, banging on the windows.
A major business headline. GameStop is offering to buy eBay for $56 billion, saying it hopes the combined company can take on Amazon.
Today's weather, rain in parts of the Midwest and the plains and showers from California to Colorado. Clear in the Northeast and the South.
And finally, one couple with an unusual tradition.
Here's Danny New.
A quirky family tradition that has become an annual event for millions online.
It was really just a photo session gone weird.
Jon and Evie are two high school sweethearts from Virginia, and every year on what they call Lobster Day, Jon finds a moment to surprise and then chase his wife with the lobster they bought for their date night.
Evie, do you find it as funny?
I do. I find it hilarious.
The tradition began in 2014 on a dreary day in late March when the couple was looking for something to do.
We had just watched the movie Julie and Julia, and that inspired us to just do something adventurous in the kitchen.
Right.
Get out of here with that thing.
So they bought a lobster to cook, and just like Diane Keaton and Annie Hall, Jon felt a sudden calling to scoop up the crustacean and wield it like Michael Myers.
I feel bad for the lobster.
Yeah. We get asked all the time, is it the same lobster? And I'm sorry to say it's not a family pet. It's
It's a meal.
It's a meal.
More than a decade later, Lobster Day has become an annual staple online. For example, on YouTube, Jon only posts once a year and receives comments such as, quote, "No matter how bad things get, I can always rely on this man to chase his wife with a lobster." But maybe the best part for Jon and Evie has been the inclusion of their 3 children, with this year their son even trying to scare mom with a toy lobster.
They're definitely in on it, and definitely team scare mom.
For the record, guys, many of the comments online say it's time for Evie to exact her revenge, but she says she hasn't thought of the right idea for that just yet. I'm thinking like clams.
Very original, Danny. That's your Good Morning America first.
Have a great day.